You know, for once, I don't have a goofy intro for you guys. I really need to start scripting these or something. Alright, how's it going, everybody? We're back here with some more Diablo. Sorry for the lack of uploads recently. As the kids say, life is a bitch. As far as what we're gonna do today, I think I'm probably just gonna run some random dungeons for Grim Favors or whatever. Actually, what is this? This is Capstone Dungeon level 70. Absolutely not. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing some dungeon crawling today. I got a few things I want to talk about. Backstabitha was apparently slain by Barum Iceblade. Sucks to be that guy. But yeah, there was a new patch. I kind of wanted to talk about all that stuff. And also, apparently people are upset about Season 1. But like I said, we'll get into all that in a minute. Before we get started here, by the way, make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Every like I get on this video is another excuse to pretend I'm a real Diablo YouTuber. Although actually, before I get into all that, quick build update here. I did switch back to this legendary aspect and I've been using charge bolts as my damage spell, or my core spell or whatever, because I found out that this is actually one of the ones you get from a dungeon, so I can just put it on whatever I want. I also brought back the rotating ball lightning because it's actually really strong when the ultimate is active. The only thing I really want now is I want to get a wand and a focus that can out damage this staff. I do want to keep that basic skills gain attack speed shit because I use a lot of arc lash and it's really powerful, but there's another legendary aspect I have that lets me get free casts off my ultimate while it's not active. I think I actually picked that up in another video. So yeah, I want something to put that on, and then I want the attack speed just because having more arc lash is always good. Oh, look, I found one of the spiteful things already. But yeah, once I started using this build, I was able to move up to World Tier 3. I do need to take things a little bit slowly just to make sure I'm not, like, getting absolutely overwhelmed with damage, because this isn't the world's tankiest build, even though it does just shit out damage. Holy moly, what the fuck is happening here? Stop, 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 stop. What is happening? Please. Yo, 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 yo. No, 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 no. Dude, I want nothing to do with this. Stop. Leave me. What the fuck is happening? Yo, fuck off. Actually, come here. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm really not getting any ball lightning casts, huh? Interesting. I literally just talked up that legendary aspect and nothing's happening. Also, it looks like I missed a treasure goblin. I hate this game. This video is off to an incredible start. So anyway, we'll start with the easy stuff to talk about, that being the patch notes. I mean, I know it's been a few days since the patch went out. Like I said, sorry for taking so long to get this video out. Life's been a bitch. What can you do? But yeah, as far as the patch goes, I kind of like it. I mean, I know they didn't do a whole lot, but it seems like they are genuinely interested in trying to, you know, balance all of the classes, not just as far as playability goes, but also how fun they are to play. Because like one of the things that did put me off from playing a druid or, you know, something else I haven't done typically in the past as far as Diablo goes is just that I heard so much about how not fun the druid was to play at early levels and things like that, and I really just didn't even want to bother, you know? Holy shit. You see what I mean about the damage, dude? This build is really good. I'm actually surprised it wasn't really nerfed at all. I know they nerfed it once before, but I feel like it's still really strong. Oh, I got a sacred wand. That's good. That's good. I mean, I know it's minus a lot of damage, but I'm gonna need a focus to go with it anyway. The problem with replacing this staff is it's not just legendary, it's sacred legendary, so the shit's got a ton of attack power. I can't really justify replacing it yet. Anyway, yeah, I thought the patch was good. I think it shows a good direction, especially as far as like seasonal balancing is gonna go and stuff for this game. Because again, I mean, this is an ARPG, right? It's not a, you know, competitive game like Dota or Overwatch or anything like that. So they don't necessarily need to worry about balancing as far as like keeping the game fair. It's more about keeping the game fun. And it does seem like they're, you know, definitely in that camp and they're very interested in doing that. So yeah, I can't say I'm unhappy with it. Obviously, they could have done more as far as the changes, and I think that's the biggest criticism of the patch I've seen so far is like they didn't do a whole lot. But I'm willing to wait. Oh, go fuck yourself. Are you kidding me, dude? No. Stop, man. Come on. Dude, this guy's a fucking content whore. He is actually determined to appear in every single video I make. It is fucking insane. That is the wrong way. I'm gonna die. Okay, my ult's off cooldown. Maybe I can actually do this. Hold on. Let me try it. Never mind. I'm stunned for my entire ult duration because the game is stupid. Go fuck yourself, Butcher. Actually, legitimately, unironically, fuck yourself. I hate you. Holy shit. I can't. I have to dodge the hook. Blink! How does that hit me? I'm so far out of range, dog. What do you mean? Like, dude, no, absolutely not. Is there like a more open area I can fight this fucking freak? Oh, fuck you. Get out of here. I can't do that, apparently. Okay, that's great. Oh, fuck off. You know, I've killed that fucker once, and I've never managed to live it down. Every single time he shows up in my dungeon since then, he has fucked me. I don't get it. Oh, and there was a conduit shrine right here, too. Hilarious, man, really. God, this... I'm actually so upset, dude. I, like, don't even want to finish this video now. I want to fucking turn the game off. Anyway, getting back on topic. Like I was saying beforehand, we'll wait till Season 1 to see, you know, what ends up getting patched. I'm assuming they will do an actual, like, big patch at that point. And, you know, I've got faith in the devs. I mean, they've done a pretty good job so far. I've got faith in them to actually, you know, do do right by the player base and ensure that we're gonna have as much fun as possible. Although that does transition us nicely into talking about Season 1, which, as I'm sure everybody has seen at this point, some people aren't happy with the idea of. Now, I did touch on this briefly in my last video, but I need to make a bit of a correction, because I sort of just glossed over the topic and said, oh, also, holy shit, I'm taking a ton of damage here. I basically said I didn't understand why people would be upset considering, you know, this is Diablo, this is the way the game works. And I do need to kind of walk that idea back a little bit. I know, holy shit, a YouTuber admitting that they were wrong about something. Whoever would have seen this coming. But yeah, I do need to kind of walk that statement back because it wasn't 100% informed about what the case was going to be. When I made that video and I had said that, you know, I didn't understand why people were upset, I thought that people were upset that there was going to be like seasonal challenges, you know, the way that they were in Diablo 3. Like there would be specific seasonal challenges and, you know, obviously you can only complete them by using a seasonal character. However, since then I have learned that apparently you will need a seasonal character to complete the battle pass at all. Like even if you buy it, you still have to make a seasonal character to do it. And I didn't realize that was going to be the case. I sort of assumed that there would be season specific stuff. Like, you know, maybe there are certain challenges in the battle pass that require you to have a seasonal character to complete. Like Warzone does the same thing, right? Usually like challenges or whatever every season where you have to do them in Warzone. You can't complete them in multiplayer. And I kind of thought that that was going to be the case. Now, I might be wrong about this because again, I'm not really super duper involved in all of this stuff. You know, I'm not like reading all the Twitter threads and like paying the most attention possible to everything going on. Oh, hey, look, a legendary. Also, dude, I've gotten this legendary effect like 100 fucking times. Can I get something better, please? But yeah, I might be a little bit off base still, but I will say I'm not super in agreement with that. While I do think that there should absolutely always be like seasonal only challenges, I think the idea that, you know, there's nothing that you can do seasonally at all where you can just hop on your level 100 character that you put all this time into grinding together and complete, like, I do think that's kind of lame. Now, that being said, I do want to defend the seasonal resets a little bit. I know I was just saying like, oh, I kind of get why people are upset. And while that is true, I will still stick up for the seasonal systems, I think, here. And the main reason is that straight up, this game just gets boring once you get past a certain level, you know what I mean? Also, holy shit, look at my damage, dude. Like, I mean, this character is squishy as fuck, but god damn, I shit out damage when that ult is up. Just kind of wish I had a little bit more cooldown reduction on it. Holy fuck. I am indeed a squishy boy. Oh, worked anyway. All right, one dungeon down, and let's pick another one. Let's see, what's active? I guess we'll go do this one. I've never done that before. But anyway, getting back to like seasonal resets a little bit. I know there are a lot of people that want like absolutely nothing to do with seasons, but the thing with Diablo and games like this is once you get past a certain point, the game does tend to get kind of boring. If you watch content on this game, you've probably seen a lot of the bigger streamers who have been grinding it non-stop since the game came out talk about how there's nothing to do past like level 85. There's no real reason to continue playing. Like, yeah, there's Uber Lilith at the very end, but like once you get past a certain point with your gear and your build and stuff, the only thing that there really is left to do is to just continue trying to optimize your stats, trying to find better versions of the same item over and over and over again, and re-rolling your stats with like resources that you need to farm. And it's just generally back in Diablo 3, once I got to that point in any given season, that was usually when I would like lose interest and stop playing until the next season. And the reason I think a lot of newer players especially don't really get that is they just haven't gotten to that point in the game yet. Like the streamers have been playing for, you know, 12, 13 hours a day, so obviously they're gonna get there quicker, but everyone's gonna get there eventually, and if you don't participate in a seasonal reset, eventually you're gonna get there too. The game's going to run out of content for you to do. That's kind of the whole point of the seasonal reset, is to make sure that, yeah, you might be rerunning the same content, but ideally enough will be different, you know, patch-wise, and maybe you're playing a different character that it'll keep you interested, right? Holy shit, I did not expect that to happen. So anyway, that's kind of why I'm in defense of the seasonal reset system. I know some people have said, oh, well, they should just add more content on top of level 100, like add more things to do once you get past that level cap. And while I definitely understand the logic behind that, from a game design perspective, I think that's a lot harder than most people think, especially when you consider they need to get it right, you know? Like, I will say most of the content in this game has been very, very good, and I would rather them just continue, you know, recycling it using a seasonal reset rather than try and add something on top of it that's kind of like meh. Now, like I said before, I do think that they should add some things for people who have no interest in the seasonal reset to do. Like, there should absolutely be a few challenges every season, I think, that, you know, you can just hop on your main character and get them taken care of. But that being said, I don't think the idea of, you know, having things where you must be playing seasonally in order to complete it, I don't think that that's an inherently bad thing. I think that's a good way to, you know, get people to engage with the seasonal content, and then, you know, who knows, maybe somebody who might just like do a couple challenges on their level 100 character and then once again realize there's not much to do, maybe they'll end up, you know, sticking around and continuing to play for the whole season. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. I kind of want this game's player base to survive as long as it can, you know? So anyway, that's kind of my whole take on people being mad about Season 1. I do stand by what I said in the last video, where I think the criticism is mostly coming from players who are, you know, relatively new to Diablo. I don't think that any, like, seasoned veterans are really saying these kinds of things. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I get where they're coming from. I do think that the devs should throw them at least a little bit of a bone as far as, like, content that they could complete outside of seasons, but I don't think that the idea of a seasonal reset and having required seasonal content is, like, inherently bad or anything like that. And also, I do think people will come around to it. Like I said, I think a lot of the people who are upset about this, they just haven't gotten to the point where, like, the game becomes boring necessarily. But I'm wondering, you know, it's still going to be a few weeks until the next season goes live, so I'm wondering how many people are going to eventually discover that point and then realize, okay, yeah, maybe like a reset or something is necessary because I'm kind of out of things to do. But we'll see. And I mean, I will say the number of people that I've seen, like, actually genuinely upset about this is relatively few and far between. I mean, obviously there are some very loud people complaining. I don't think it's anything even remotely close to a majority of the people who will be, you know, playing this game in the long term, the people who are going to be keeping this game alive season over season. So, you know, when you take that into consideration, I think, you know, the game's going to be fine. I don't think they necessarily need to worry. I mean, obviously it's a very real possibility that Season 1 doesn't, you know, bring the changes that we're expecting or bring the level of content we're expecting. We had a few seasons like that on Diablo 3 where it was like, okay, this is kind of just the exact same thing as last season. And then you end up kind of just like leveling up your character, finishing most of the seasonal challenges that like got you the items you wanted or whatever, and then you just don't touch it again. And, you know, that'll probably be the case for me if that's what we end up seeing. I played enough Diablo to know what the grind is beyond this. I don't really have a whole lot of interest in doing it unless there's kind of, you know, enough variety to keep me interested. Because, you know, there's things people are worried about, like the renown grind, for example, like getting all your renown done, unlocking the map and all that stuff. And it's totally valid. I mean, the renown grind is a pain in the butt. I haven't even finished mine yet. You guys saw my map. There are areas of the map that I haven't even unlocked yet just because I haven't had time and I don't really feel like sitting down and just, you know, spending an hour running around the map on my horse. So it's things like that that are definitely legitimate concerns. But like I said, I'm more than willing to give the devs the benefit of the doubt with this because, you know, we haven't even seen what the season's gonna look like yet. They haven't really announced a lot of the content for it. I'm optimistic, especially considering how good, like, the base game has been so far. All right, what lovely boss battle we have here. Tomb Lord. What the hell is this? Oh, God, it's this guy. I actually hate this boss so much, you guys have no idea. These fucking, like, spinning silence cones, I'm really not a fan. It's, like, straight up just an anti-fun mechanic. Dude, like, I'm literally I can't get out. Remember what I was talking before about, like, the patch and saying how, you know, these games are about having fun and they should be balanced around having, you know, as much fun as possible? These spinning silence cones or whatever, and this isn't the only boss that has this mechanic. There's a lot of them. These things fucking suck. They should absolutely be removed from the game. There is, like, no reason. Diablo is a game that is supposed to be about, like, you know, making you feel strong. You're supposed to feel powerful. That's the whole point of the game, right? And then you have these things that, like, mute your screen and you can't cast any of your spells. It's like, how is that making me feel strong at all? It just makes me feel like I need to walk away from whatever's doing it. Also, why am I not getting any loot off of this shit? All right, Tree of Whispers, don't fuck me here. Give me a sacred gold wand that doesn't suck. I will also accept a sacred legendary wand that... Oh, they don't even have it, huh? What do I not have legendary? I have all of this legendary. I guess we'll just do chest plates, maybe it'll be better? Okay, what have we here? 1 legendary chest armor. While Deep Freeze is active, you restore 10% of your maximum life and mana per second. I'm sure that is a great item for a build that is not mine. Also, I just realized I've had Paragon points this whole time that I just haven't spent. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I think that about covers everything I wanted to. I was considering doing my first Nightmare dungeon here, but I kind of want to make that its own video because I still haven't actually done one. So I figured that would be a fun topic for a video, and then the only other thing I didn't hit on was like my plans for Season 1 as far as which class I want to try out and stuff. But like I said, I'll get to that in a different video. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.